Good evening, T-Wolves. Mr. Quentin here, letting you know what we did today, Wednesday, October 14th, 2020. Yes. So today we talked a little bit about some things here. I'll go ahead and make those announcements to you as well. We finally finished all of our first test stuff. Yay! We do have a makeup opportunity, one last one. If you missed the retest that we did yesterday, you are free to come into tutoring tomorrow morning, Thursday, October 15th, between 7:30 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. That is when I have tutoring. Tomorrow, you can take the retest then if you were absent for the retest. If you are an online student, there is a Zoom link. I will show you. Let's pretend we're in first period. There is a Zoom link. If you go to the updates, you'll see right here. And then you can scroll down and you'll see right here where it says good morning all. And you can click on show more. There's the link for tutoring right there. It's also gone out as a remind message, so you have that ability to look there also. So please, if you are an online student, use that Zoom link. If you are an on-campus student, come to school. If you are an on-campus student who will be virtual that day, then yes, you may also use the Zoom link. Please make sure that you take advantage of this opportunity. I don't want to have any zeros for major grades in the grade book, if at all possible. Speaking of that, the end of this week will be basically the end of the period for progress reports. I will do those grades on Sunday afternoon, evening, so please get any missing work into me at this time so that you will get covered for points. This way, when progress reports go out next week, you're looking good. No zeros, no missing assignments. We do have 2 more major grades coming pretty quick. One I'll talk about pretty shortly here about our project. The other is going to be a test. It should be in about 14 days from today, so 2 weeks. It looks like it's scheduled for the 28th of October. The reason they are seeming to kind of pile up here at the end is because instead of a 9-week quarter, this time we actually only have 8 weeks. So that was due to the delay of school starting. Hopefully it won't be all crammed at the end for each additional unit that we have. So if you have questions, as always, send me a note up here in Schoology or send me an email. Let's go ahead and get into today. Again, if we were pretending that we're in first period, we can definitely jump back into our materials. Head over to quarter 1, go into week of October 13th, and then finally to Wednesday. You will see that today we had a Writing Wednesday for our CNN 10. This is a minor grade, so please make sure you take care of it and get it knocked out by 11:59 p.m. tonight. There is a link to the CNN 10 for today, so you can just watch that video. If you are going to take advantage of this, there is an alternate prompt in here for you. Note that you do need to write 5 to 7 complete and complex sentences. You will see that the sentence stems are still here in English and in Espanol if you need that or would like that challenge there. You'll notice that there are only 5. So if you're reaching for 7 sentences, you are going to have to do those sentences on your own. Remember that the sentence stems are optional. You are always free to write your own stuff. You can simply, highlight all this stuff, backspace it to clear it out, and type whatever you want. If you don't want to write about the CNN 10, you can instead write about this optional prompt. How do humans adapt to changes in weather and elevation? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be getting into adaptation and modification here over the next few days, and so this is just kind of a preamble to help you think about this a little bit. Adapting, ladies and gentlemen, is just changing yourself to better fit into whatever environment you find yourself in. So, if you're cold, you put on a coat. When you get warm, you take off the coat. If you go swimming, you generally will get into a bathing suit. These are small adaptations that you make to better fit into your environment. And so thinking about that on a bigger scale, think about how we might adapt to changes in weather, changes in elevation. Elevation is a fancy way of saying altitude, going up or going down. So higher up on a mountain is a higher elevation. Lower down towards the water is like going down to a lower elevation like sea level or maybe below sea level. So you can definitely write your 5 to 7 complete and complex sentences about this. Remember, it is for points, so please make sure you get it done by 11:59 tonight so that you don't lose any points, especially on something that's this easy for a minor grade. Then we have, of course, the project that got introduced today. This is a choice board project. You'll see what it looks like here in just a moment. It says to please follow the instructions. In the attached document, rubrics will be provided. As a matter of fact, the rubric is already here. So you can read the rubric for each mini portion of this project to see what the points and how to get your points on them here for you. So if we're taking a look, it just says here, it's a differences between physical and human geography choice board. It says, go ahead and play tic-tac-toe. Choose any 3 you like and make a line going horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. Mix it up and have fun. Now, this is figurative when I say play tic-tac-toe. You do not actually have to play tic-tac-toe with anybody. Maybe you might think of it more like a bingo card. But the idea is that you're trying to choose 3 different mini projects, and they're just going to be in a line. So maybe you might choose rafting in a museum, the depth and complexity chart, the create a picture book. Maybe you might go diagonally and instead do rafting in a museum, 3 facts and a fib, or star in a skit or song. It wouldn't matter. Maybe you want to go across the bottom, create a picture book, make an anchor chart, star in a skit or song. All of these are fine. No, you cannot go out of those lines. For instance, I was asked, could I do the write a fiction story, 3 facts and a fib, star in the skit? No, you cannot do that because that does not go in a straight line. You need to do a line that goes vertically, that's up and down, horizontally, that's left to right, or diagonally. And it doesn't matter, you can go either way. So you're going to choose any 3 of these and you will do them. Now you'll note that each of these has specific instructions that you'll need to make sure you follow along. That is why we have rubrics provided for each one so that you can see what it would take to actually make sure you are following along with each set of instructions. Now, some of these have you talk to other people. So, for example, you'll need to administer a quiz that you're creating for 3 facts and a fib to 5 people. Those could be students and they could be family members, but you will have to document that and show that you talk to them. Let's say that maybe you are doing the skit where it says you're going to partner with a group up to 4 people. So how would you reach out to someone else in our class? Well, that's easy. You can just go to your course, and then here you'll be able to come down to where it says members. Click on members, and we'll take a look here and say that if we were in first period, maybe we might talk to Liliana. And then Liliana, you can go here and see that you can reach her via email or come up and reach her via message in Schoology. And that would be how you could reach out to a student to partner up for any of the projects that you might need. This project is due on Friday, October 23rd. So you have 10 days with which to work on this project. That means you will probably want to work on this project on your own time. You will have a day or 2 of class time that you'll be able to use. Probably not much more than that. That's not to say that it won't happen, but I would not count on that. So we will try and make sure that there is time in class for you to work on it. You are welcome to ask questions anytime you like. You can send an email or a note in Schoology if you have questions about this. No, I will not be accepting questions at 11:30 p.m. next Friday night, 20 minutes before it's due. So make sure that you have those questions answered. You might notice that some things are about adaptation and modification on these projects. That's okay. We're going to be learning about those too. That's why we have so much time to do that, so that you can take your time and decide which projects you would like to do. If you make a decision on Monday after you've learned a little bit more about adaptation and modification, then you've still got 5 whole days to finish up the rest of your project. If you have any questions, again, please reach out and let me know. Send me a note in Schoology or send me an email. Thank you so much, very much, everybody. I hope you have an awesome night. And remember, Mr. Quinton, out.